here. Let's talk. Let's talk music teachers. So, we managed to make it through COVID. 3 years, pretty much. Really interesting. It was really kind of weird. It was tough. And then it felt like almost like a vacation. And it was tough again. And we got back, and it seemed like kids forgot all kinds of stuff. I mean, that was interesting. You know, and then in our music profession, things got interesting too. So, hey, Brandon, what's going on, man? And so, probably a lot of people are on here are music teachers or there's music students. And, we got through COVID, and it seemed like everybody was doing one of two things. They were quitting their jobs, they didn't want to teach anymore, and they're like, I'm not dealing with this. Or they tried to change jobs. And we weren't doing so pretty in some of our areas. Like orchestra teachers, you could have probably found a job in so many different places. There weren't enough music teachers, especially orchestra. I know, I've been in a situation where we've tried to hire orchestra teachers, and there's either no one that applies or there's not enough qualified orchestra teachers out there. Now, that is not just orchestra. That's that could totally be, that could be band, but I don't think so. That's not from what I'm seeing. Now, there is another issue on the band side, at least that I've seen. General music, I don't know about general music. Honestly, I don't have a lot of interaction with general music, but it's possible. Now, what I'm noticing on the band side of things is that our COVID experience happened again, and the band directors that had a lot of experience, I'm talking like 25, 30 years, they started to want to retire. They just didn't want to do it. Or they did it the year after we came back. And so we had all these guys start leaving. Kind of not in the natural flow of things. And it seemed like that we didn't get as many new teachers in. And heaven forbid, they were one of the new teachers that student taught during COVID. Could you imagine student teaching during COVID? I mean, the experience is so different. So different. Talking from a performer standpoint, think about it. We are a performing curriculum. We do performance. We interact with kids. And that is one of the least, or what's the right way of saying this? Let's just put it like this. I have never seen so many ceiling fans in my life. In fact, I really, probably could have gone shopping based upon all the ceiling fans I saw when COVID was happening and Zoom was happening. And, a fraction of the kids actually had their faces on the screens. And it was interesting. It was interesting for sure. But let's talk teachers again. So, where are these teachers? We need to get them. And I don't know what's happening over at, the university level. Maybe people are getting smart. I shouldn't say smart. We need teachers. And there's a definite calling. But we gotta do something, because there are shortages still. Okay, and we're a couple years removed. There are shortages still. We gotta work this out, because, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't find, and I'm not just talking music teachers, I'm talking like all the teachers. We gotta find some awesome teachers that know how to teach and can relate to the kids where they're at. Otherwise, the system is going to evolve into something totally different. One of the things I admired about the United States is that we got these big programs and these small programs and the meeting programs. We have all kinds of music programs. band, orchestra, choir, all of that stuff. And it's different from other countries. Like for instance, you go to the UK and they have more of a preparatory school, and then they have like community band type stuff where they have the brass bands and these different ensembles, and they're a little different, but that's kind of what I liked about the US. So let's just hope that we can get back to that big or small quality band that really distinguishes who we are as Americans. So, all right. Unless if you have any comments, go ahead and punch some comments in. And if you have any questions or you just want to say something and say hey, like Brandon Wright. Brandon Wright said, "Hey, good to see you, man. And I'm gonna go to dinner because I worked hard today teaching. Have a great night."